Hi everyone, we are camping again. The weather's beautiful, it's Labor Day weekend, and yeah, we love this. We love camping. We love getting out, we love doing the fires. But like I said, we always keep coming to this Jellystone Park, and it's really nice because you don't get the party crowd, you get the couples crowd, you get the kids crowd.
And now that it's the last weekend before school starts, all the kids are, enjoying their last days camping here.
Yeah, and we're relaxing.
It's a very family-oriented park.
Yeah, we love this place. Anyways, we are doing a video on depression because I noticed, and Kella has shared with me, she's been a little depressed. I personally think it's the weight gain, honey. I think it's the rapid weight gain because she's been thin. Ever since I've known her, she's thin. She's been thin, now she's holding water, rapidly gaining weight fast, and I really do think it's playing on your head. What do you think?
I agree with that. I mean, it's not always just the weight gain, it's also the water weight that I'm putting on with this.
And people
and little comments, yeah, that people have been making where it's like you see yourself as, I don't know how to say that, like you think you're a bad mom already because people are pointing things out that you know you're doing wrong. Like, I drink coffee. Now, I know you're not supposed to drink caffeine when you're pregnant, or you're supposed to limit yourself to it, but it's just something that I always drink coffee, and I mean, it's not something that easily you can just stop doing. So, especially when you've been drinking it for a long time. And then you have those people that are like, you shouldn't be drinking coffee when you're pregnant, and it's like, I already know.
Someone told you about don't drink coffee.
I've had it multiple times, actually, not just one person.
And then she comes back, and we talk about it, and she's depressed over it because what someone said.
But it's like you already feel like a bad person for doing it in the first place. You don't need somebody pointing out what you already know you're doing wrong. And it makes you feel like you're like the worst person.
If someone comes up to you and freely gives them their advice, I say thank you, but politely go F off. Right? Mm-hmm. Keep your, obviously you know what you're doing. Like, I
know what I'm doing wrong. You don't gotta constantly point it out.
Yeah.
And make me feel like I'm such a bad person for doing it, or that, it's a sin or something like that.
It affects you.
There's so many more. Now, I'm not saying this as I shouldn't see it as doing something bad or doing something wrong, but there's so much more worse things that could be done. And I don't think drinking coffee should be seen as being such a sinful thing and you shouldn't be ripped apart for it.
And on top of that, people now giving their advice when not asked. You having trouble getting up, so you always need my help. You can't pick up things. I find that I'm doing a lot more running around for you.
Sleeping.
And I think it's just a beat up of all these things, and it's affecting you.
Well, even sleeping's becoming difficult too. Like, you have to have pillows pretty much all over your body, and it's like I feel like I'm hoarding all the pillows.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. And I keep telling you, it's only for 3 months. And with the weight gain, you can lose it. I mean, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? To lose weight is a real thing.
But it's when you're pregnant and you think, oh, I'm never going to be able to take this off. There's no way. I mean, this is 9 months of weight that I've put on. I'm not going to be able to do it overnight.
Yeah. And like for myself, and the truth is, I've been gaining weight since she's been pregnant. I think I put on 15 pounds. So I've been putting on weight too with her because I'm eating the food with her. And trust me, I'm not feeling too good about myself either. I'm not. But you know what? So I can understand a little bit where she is. But if I was pregnant, as a man, and I knew that I was going to gain a lot of weight, my stomach's going to bloat out, yeah, I think it would screw with my head too.
I mean, it being my first pregnancy,
yeah,
I don't think that I expected it to, really hit home.
Affect you so much.
Yeah, and I didn't expect so many people to have an opinion in it when it's not even their body or their child, and it's like everyone feels the need to put their 2 cents in.
So if you're pregnant and you're depressed about this, you're not alone. Everybody's dealing with it. Everybody goes through it.
You just have to find ways of dealing with it. And I know that I've been working a lot these past couple of days, and so we needed to just get away and just be away from everything.
And your emotions are crying all the time, and you're all over the place. And I think honestly, If you just know what it is, like you can deal with it, say, okay, this is the pregnancy, this is what comes with the pregnancy.
And like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I know for a fact that for Joe and I both, he sees me in a different light in certain terms, whereas you find it like a little bit awkward with things now because you notice the bump, and the bump can tend to get in the way.
Yeah.
And so things I do notice that his.
We're talking about a sex life.
Yeah.
We're talking about a sex life.
Okay.
The bump, right? The bump gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah,
so
like
it's
when we're doing things, I mean, you know, it's great and all, but
yeah.
I mean,
Hey, you got to
you
deal
can
with
just
it.
tell when he knows that it's awkward.
You got to deal with it. I mean, it's just so it's what people go through. It's like we're not alone. Everybody else goes through it.
Like this is that point where you don't even want to take your own clothes off because you just see the bump and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like you look in the mirror and you're just like, oh.
Well, you get through it. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. I love you. No, seriously. Yeah, I don't like to see her depressed. I don't. You know I don't. Right? So
Especially after a night like last night.
Yeah, last night.
That was just bad.
Last night she was depressed, so we figured to do this video on it.
Because somebody else out there might have an opinion on it, or be going through something similar.
Yeah. So.
And feel alone, but they're not.
So it's normal.
I mean, there's tons of even mom vlogs out there that you can actually go on and talk to other moms.
Yeah.
And get advice.
Yeah.
So those can be helpful for some people, but I mean, for me, I prefer just to.
And I think there's a lot of people that are doing these pregnancies alone too, and they don't know.
Yeah, especially a lot of single moms too, who don't have the other person there to
or even a
them.
mother to talk to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyways, that's what we wanted to talk about. It's just like it's normal. All right. See you later. Take care.